Hello, friends. Welcome back to Sunday Shenanigans with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308, and we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat and the Peanut Gallery. Hi, guys. Also, hello Head Not Right. Good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Today's pre-rolls brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, Virginia, 105 West Main Street, on the downtown mall, above the bricks. Sweet 200, a great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds. A bud, and the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Also, pre-rolls brought to you by the Kush Gang, purveyor of fine edibles and drinkables, and also pre-rolls. You can find both of them on Instagram at The Hidden Leaf and at KG Snacks 434 respectively, where you can also find our other sponsor, Firehouse Organics, spelled with a Z. Firehouse spelled with a Z, who you can find on Instagram at Firehouse Organics. Now, we may be expressing some political opinions in the show today. Any opinions you hear expressed in the show, in the show today, belong to the expressor of the opinion and or us and or the channel and or parent company, but not necessarily to any of our sponsors, including Hidden Leaf, Kush Gang, and Firehouse Organics, spelled with Z. All right, so with that, let's get into it. We are going to be playing along with NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me today, with guest D.W. Moffet. They'll be live in Savannah, which will be interesting. What do we think will be on the show today?
Let's see. They did this Thursday, so I imagine we are also going to hear from them about the cornhole player.
Okay, yeah, the professional cornhole player.
And I also imagine they will have questions about how there can be a professional cornhole league or association.
Yeah.
News articles.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Let's see. Most of the other stuff happened too close to the end of the week for me to think they would actually have anything on it.
Okay.
The funding of TSA.
Oh, yep. Funding of TSA.
They might have the strike, but they won't have that it got their funding back because that happened after they went to show.
Oh. Yeah. I got nothing this week. I have been not paying attention to the news very much this week. Sort of took the week off. So, I'm not even expecting to get a whole lot of points. Well, all right. We will see what happens.
I figure you'll make a strong showing because you are not trying to be present for the week.
Very funny. Very funny. Oh, I almost forgot to share my screen here. There we go. There we go. And there we go. All right.
Everybody got their pad of paper?
Nope.
Yep. need to move my dangling chads just a little bit. I realized that one of them is in the way of when I lean in. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nuts.
Everybody clicked on. Everybody ready to roll.
Message comes from Invest 529, helping families save in the new year for their education goals.
Can you all hear it?
Learn how you can start 2026 strong with a 529
All right.
account at invest529.com.
Let's get into it.
From NPR and WBEZ Chicago, this is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. I'm Alzo Slade, the guy they bring in when Bill Curtis is stuck in the TSA line back home. And here's your host at the Johnny Mercer Theater in Savannah, Georgia, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Alzo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Savannah. Oh, man.
I guess they'll talk about ice in the airports.
It is great to be back in beautiful Savannah, a place we love, and I'm happy to say we have been welcomed as locals, which is gratifying. We've only been here 2 days, and all of us are absolutely covered in Spanish moss. Later on, we're going to be talking to actor D.W. Moffet, a veteran actor most recently seen in One Battle After Another, and more importantly, the head of the film and TV department at the Savannah College of Art and Design. But first, it's your turn to audition. The number to call in and play our games is 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. Let's welcome our first listener contestant. Hi, everyone. Wait, wait, don't tell me.
Hi, Peter. This is Claudia calling from Temperamental, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, okay. What do you do there in our home city?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have a very sexy job working in administration and compliance operations at a healthcare-focused nonprofit.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
a little bit of wait after dark there. Hang on a second. I need to catch my breath. Welcome to the show, Claudia. Let me introduce you to our panel this week. First up, it's a writer for Clean Slate on Prime. It's Shantira Jackson.
Hi, Shantira. It's been a while.
Hi, Claudia. Hi, Shantira.
Next, it's a comedian you can see at the Laughing Tap in Milwaukee on April 10th and the 11th. It's Adam Burke.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
And you can hear her album Yell Joy on Blonde Medicine, and her special Love Joy is on Peacock. It's Joyelle Nicole Johnson.
Hey, Claudia, I like your voice, girl.
Oh my God, Joyelle, thank you so much.
Claudia, you're going to play Who's Alzo this time. Alzo Slade, filling in for Bill Curtis, is going to read you 3 quotations in this week's news. If you can correctly identify or explain just 2 of them, you'll win our prize. Any voice from our show you might choose for your voicemail. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Your first quote is First Lady Melania Trump welcoming a guest at an event on Wednesday.
You are my first American-made humanoid guest in the White House.
The First Lady was speaking to something that she wants to take over educating our children someday. Yeah. What is it?
A robot.
AI robot?
It is a robot.
It is a robot, yes! You better applaud louder. They will be in charge soon. Speaking at the White House on Wednesday while standing beside a robot, Melania Trump described a future where robots teach our children. She has found her cause. Nancy Reagan said, "Say no to drugs." Michelle Obama said, "Eat healthy food." Melania Trump says, "Death to the human teachers." The scene, by the way, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing. It's perfectly staged. They're all sitting there in the audience, and the doors open, and Melania and the robot together walk in, making this big entrance. And the technology is genuinely impressive. Both of them looked so lifelike.
Okay, this is kind of terrifying. Were you about to say something?
No.
You say no like you mean yes. Like there is something you really want to say there.
No, it's a case of there might have been a thought, but the moment that I said okay, the rest of the thought vanished.
Oh, I've totally had that moment. I hate that.
I had a thought. His name was Bob. Bob's gone now. Bye, Bob.
I had a thought. It went thunk. I had a thought. It died a sad and lonely death.
I had a train of thought. It derailed. There were no survivors.
The idea of AI teaching kids, the idea of, okay, first off, the idea of putting robots in our schools is just, haven't we seen any science fiction movie ever?
Apparently she hasn't.
Right? But the idea of using AI to teach kids, using, seems like a great opportunity to inundate children with propaganda.
Yeah.
Is really where I see that going.
Fair point. I can see that
Just
too.
to clarify from yesterday, Texas Pete is not a hot sauce, but a name brand. That's fair. That's fair. I never claimed Texas Pete as the... I didn't. I guess you didn't really either, Peanut Gallery. But we did use Texas Pete as the sort of name brand equivalent. Sort of like calling soda Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Or a bandage a Band-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Self-adhesive bandage.
Yes.
In any case,
Brain rot.
if you weren't here
kicking
for
in.
yesterday, that makes no sense to you. What?
I said brain
Yes.
rot kicking in.
Cotton swabs. Q-tips. Good one.
Yeah, but the bandage, unfortunately, that automatically brings up the jingle.
Oh,
I like the one that I rewrote for the show, not last year before last.
I do not recall.
vaguely remember
I recall because
but-
I made Trevor sing it.
Yeah, I vaguely remember, but I remember getting it wrong, so. In any case. Chapstick, yep. Q-tips, chapstick, all of these Legos.
Dumpsters.
Huh?
Dumpster.
Really?
Really?
Dumpster is a brand name. I did not know that.
Was a brand name.
Was a
Kleenex,
brand name.
Refrigerator.
Yep.
Hoover. But that's not an American thing. That's more of a British thing.
That's why it sucks so much.
If Goblin had been the first on the market, then I'd be gobbling up the dirt. All right, I'm pressing play before we fall further into this rabbit hole.
The problem is, if we pay the robots the way we pay teachers, they will revolt.
That's true.
This robot is amazing. I don't know if you saw this robot. It's amazing. They can program it to do just about anything except watch the Melania documentary. That's the one.
It rebels.
It draws the line.
It's like one of those Star Treks on it's like one of those robots in the old Star Trek where they ask it to define love and it shorts out after the movie.
If there's going to be robot teachers, that implies there's going to be robot substitute teachers.
Yeah.
Like instead of your regular cool robot, one of those little delivery ones comes in and just starts bumping against all the walls while you screw off.
Yeah.
And what happened to those delivery robots in New York was that all the kids beat those robots up. So
Actually, there is,
Careful,
believe it or
they
not,
might send you to
actual
turn over
data
the
showing
Roomba.
that
Yeah.
young children sometimes.
What was that?
Be careful, they might send in the carnivorous Roomba.
Yeah.
Carnivorous Roomba activate.
Comfortable being read to or reading to a robot than a human being. It's less stressful for them. So it'll be actually really kind of cute, a robot teacher sitting there with preschoolers. Okay, kids, now we're going to read Power down the moon. All right, very good. Here is your next quote.
What are they going to broadcast Sunday at 8 instead?
That was a fan on Reddit responding with some panic to news that the entire season of what hit ABC reality dating show was canceled just this week?
Bachelorette.
The Bachelorette. This is amazing. After they take an entire season of the show from the Bachelorette.
Because the woman from the Real Housewives, or from, not Real Housewives of Mormon, but the Mormon wives or whatever. The
Real Lives of Mormon Wives.
Real Lives of Mormon Wives, right? Because she was a loose cannon, is a kind way of putting it. Teacher Ruxpin. Ha!
That one actually would be doable. And was kind of sort of done.
So yeah, the woman from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is a bit of a loose cannon.
Yep.
And she...
Loose cannon is polite.
Yeah. She's gotten cops called on her several times. I think the cops were called on her during the show at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And there is footage of her yelling at and then throwing stools at her boyfriend.
The series, the season opened with her arrest footage from the previous year.
I'm just saying, how did they not see this? Like, how did they not look at this and go, oh, this is going to be a problem?
Because the people making the decision looked at this and went, that made the decision to put her on the first place, looked at this and went, she gets views. She's controversial, she gets views.
I mean, yeah, I know. I get it. I get what they saw. I get what they thought. They also went, she's cheap. She's from one of our other properties. And these other properties do have a history of being farms for Bachelor, Bachelorette, some of the bigger, more mainstream ones. But if you're trying to avoid controversy, if you're doing lawsuits, she gets them sued. Yup. There's just this, like, I don't know. I feel like someone had missed a cognitive step. Somebody went, okay, she's controversial, she gets views. They didn't think.
Sorry, go ahead.
They didn't think far enough ahead that she also gets controversy splashed on us.
No, they didn't miss a cognitive step. They jumped over the cognitive Grand Canyon when they said, "quote unquote," reality TV is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough.
I mean, they went skiing way down that cognitive decline.
Yes, we are starting from a place of, like, okay, the idea at its most basic format is actually not great. However, when so we can assume that their forward-thinking ability is not what I'd call strong. But it's still it seems to me like someone in the legal department early on would have gone, wait a second. Or one of the somebody from the insurance department would have gone, wait a second. And that step was missed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sort of it wasn't just short-sighted. There was a certain amount of what would normally be, forethought that just didn't happen. A normal set of checks and balances that should have been there that weren't. True reality TV equals documentary, not always drama factory. Yeah. Well, yeah. And I think, okay, so the first season of The Real World, the first reality TV show, I felt was way more documentary. And while it drew in viewers, I think the producers went, this is too boring for them to watch a second season of it. And decided to go all drama factory. And it was that second season of The Real World that sort of started setting the shape of what was going to become what we will call unscripted TV.
Yeah. No, you don't call it
it's
that.
Not reality.
Yeah, but it is closer to reality TV than it is to unscripted TV because it is entirely effing scripted.
Oh, that's true too. Side question, do the people that watch reality TV often think to themselves, at least I'm not that messed up? Yes. Yeah. And that's a large part of why reality TV does so well. So that people can be like, at least that's not me. I'm better than them. And that's not a great way to interact with the world, in my opinion.
Gotta eat.
All right. Let's keep going.
Meeting all 22 bachelors in episode 1 through her picking the eventual winner. After they did all that, video surfaced of this new bachelorette throwing chairs at her boyfriend during a fight. So, ABC just canceled the whole season. It will never see the light of day. ABC will lose $80 million, and middle-aged women lost their best excuse to drink wine on Sunday nights.
Well, as a middle-aged woman, yes. I would like to say to you all that I made it to the age of 44, and I have never seen an episode of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Whoa!
So I feel triumphant.
I feel there should be a reality show about that.
Yeah.
Right?
The Last Survivor. The now...
What was that?
That is a declaration of brain cells.
That is.
Canceled bachelorette. Her name is Taylor Frankie Paul, and she's a star on another reality show, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And her behavior was totally shocking to the Bachelorette producers, who I guess didn't watch the very first episode of the Mormon Wives show where, this is true, she was arrested.
Taylor Frankie Paul sounds like she put her name in a reality TV show name generator. That's somebody's real name?
Were they tipped off when she handed out the roses? She kept them in the vase and then just broke them over people's heads?
Exactly. Why did they have to cancel the whole show? If she was the problem, just do it without her. See what happens when 30 identical men all live together with nothing much to do. And somehow 4 of them are named Brad.
Wait, I think that show exists. It's called The Senate.
Yeah. This is true. Yeah. Some of the bachelors from the show very upset that their big break into reality TV has now been canceled. It'll be erased, never seen. They're considering a lawsuit against ABC. What are they suing for? Well, they want a single kiss from their true love.
Oh, I feel bad. They won't be able to open their gym now.
Is that what they always want to do?
They always are like gym influencers. They're always like, I didn't find love, but I did find abs.
Well, now I feel like I've seen the season. Thank you.
You know what helps you build abs? Ducking chairs.
All right, here is your last quote.
That's what they're building up core strength for, is being able to duck and run like that. I have a friend who always has to skip leg day because they're glute intolerant.
It's so muddy and disappointing compared to autumn.
That was the New York Times reporting that what season, long considered
Spring.
the worst, believe it or not, is now getting a rebrand. So what season does it turn out people like the least? And you only have 4 guesses.
I would
Spring?
think it's spring.
It is spring. It was surprising to me. Yes, spring, you got it right. But according to the New York Times, Americans just don't like spring. Well, if you think about it, it makes sense. There's wildly fluctuating weather, there's mud, there's allergies, and spring's only big holiday is the one where you can't have candy if you don't believe in Jesus.
Right?
Now, several influencers, of course, influencers are doing this. They're trying to change our minds about spring with the same kind of branding that other seasons get. For example, autumn has its own flavor, pumpkin spice, right? So spring needs one too. Oh, I'm heading down to Starbucks to get my pollen and sneeze latte.
It seems that you're suggesting that there's some marketing company whose client is spring.
Yes. Well, this is what's funny. The Times went to a marketing consultant, and they said, let's say your client was spring. What would you do? How would you market it? And he said, well, he would, quote, spin spring's brevity into a positive. So that's the new slogan. Spring! It's over soon.
Yeah, but if spring is your client, what do those boardroom meetings look like? Just like an Alec Baldwin bunny rabbit yelling at you because the numbers are down?
Pretty much.
You know what I think? I think it is. I think the Easter Bunny has had beef with Santa Claus for quite some time. And the Easter Bunny's like, we got to do something about this.
Alza, how did Claudia do in our quiz?
Perfectly, 3 out of 3. She is a champion.
Congratulations, Claudia.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Were you going to say something?
You know, they said there's only one holiday in spring. That really sounds like an April Fool's Day joke.
Man. So, I mean, there are... Yeah. I have so... I have
May Day.
such... I mean, okay, May Day is cool. April Fool's Day is not okay. And Easter...
Why is April Fool's Day not okay?
Because it's making fun of me. The April Fools were the pagans. It was a holiday developed to make fun of pagans.
No, what you say?
I say. The pagans were the April Fools. You were supposed to go out and be mean to pagans on April Fool's Day. Of course I don't like it. I like it about as much as I like St. Patrick's Day, where the snakes they drove out of Ireland were the pagans.
Dude, I'm sorry. That may be the original root of it, but it has gone so far from the root that it is completely unrelated to it, much like Halloween.
You know,
The people
I disagree.
The people
and
who
I
hate
also
on Halloween. The people who hate on Halloween are usually the people who should be celebrating it for its original roots.
How so? I do want to. I want to pick up on Head Not Right's Columbus Day. I think I know where you guys are going with this. Columbus Day also sucks. That man should not be celebrated. He was a bad person, and it did. He brought bad things to innocent people. But I think I know where you guys are going with the people who celebrate
All Hallows Eve. The celebration, just like it was effectively Christmas Eve for All Saints Day.
See, for me, it is not All Hallows Eve. It's Samhain. It has a totally different meaning for me. And the traditions that we now have are still closely linked to the traditions that go with Samhain. So it has not strayed from its original meaning for me.
That is because of the unfortunate term, but technically accurate, bastardization through the hybridization of the two holidays in an attempt to bring in more celebrants to convert people. They said, oh, this is the same thing, when they were drastically different.
Yep. And that's why I want my Saturnalia back too, motherfucker.
The name itself comes from All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, which is why I say Samhain.
Gesundheit.
Anyway.
So the people who are usually hating on Halloween are usually the people who should be celebrating the root of the name that it has.
Yes, that I agree with. You are correct. I still want my holidays back. Stop stealing my holidays. I want them to stop celebrating holidays that are mean to people. Just, it's hurtful. Like, I mean, I get that St. Patrick's Day has strayed from its original meaning in the, it's now about celebrating the Irish.
And in that vein, I always wear orange on St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, I don't hate on the Irish, per se. At all, actually, really. It's just that, like, also, we're celebrating the Catholic and Protestant Irish. We're not celebrating the original Irish, the ones that got wiped out.
Well, I'm specifically not celebrating the Catholic Irish, which is why I wear orange. Not as any hate towards Catholics, but as a reminder to something that happened 40 years ago that most people seem to have already forgotten.
Yes. And I think that is a good thing. I'm with you on that. In fact, I might start wearing orange on St. Patrick's Day for that reason. That is a good idea. I might copy it.
I do wish to note that March 17th does not belong only to St. Patrick. There is a different saint that can be honored that day instead, who is far more friendly to pretty much everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
Saint Gertrude, patron saint of cats.
Biased.
Stop trying to co-opt my familiars.
Not co-opting your familiars, providing you more familiars. Helping out with the cat distribution system.
But calling
making sure
it,
that cats that are distributed are cared for properly.
But calling it Catholic.
No, you're mispronouncing it.
Catholic?
Yes, there's supposed to be a hyphen in there. It's Catholic.
There was a hyphen in there. I just put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Okay. Now that both of you have hit play.
Thank you for calling. Right now, panel, that it's time for you to answer some questions about this week's news. Joyelle, United Airlines, they say they're going to revolutionize air travel with a new offering for their customers in economy. Starting next year, instead of separate seats, you and your traveling companions will be able to reserve your own what?
Suite?
Not quite. That's for the people up in the first floor.
Okay, listen to me. Bathroom.
Really?
No. Would be nice.
Peter, I fly first class. I don't know what's going on in the back of the airplane. Reserve your own water bottles.
No.
Do they give y'all that back there?
What?
No.
Wait, why did you say y'all?
You wouldn't like it. They just spray us with a hose.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, seatbelts.
No, they do give us seatbelts.
Yeah. They give y'all seatbelts.
No,
back there?
they do provide the fitted sheets. That's true.
It's a bed?
Yes, they're going to let people reserve beds. This new offering is called a relax row, and the idea is you take your 3 seats, which you're used to, and that will convert into a small cot of the same size. You then get a specially fitted mattress and blankets to create a comfortable bed to lie down on, specially padded with the hair of every other passenger there before you.
Whenever I've seen a kid misbehaving on a plane, I thought, you know what that kid needs is a bed to jump on.
Yeah.
I want to know if somebody's going to have their toes out. You can tell by the face.
People bring their
Tell by
toes
the
out
face.
on airplanes.
They
Yes,
do.
in the back where we are, they're doing that.
They've done it in first class before. I had to say something.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
But is there a better class of toe up there?
No, don't tell a better tone.
Did you say, excuse me, this is first class?
I did.
That's not how we do things here.
Just imagine what broke toes look like in the back.
Oh, man.
Coming up, you're going to want a second helping of our Bluff the Listener game. Call 1-888-WAIT.
eBay hacking. Each week,
I have
you'll
a
get
question.
thoughtful.
Tuition.
This message comes from Trusted Identity Separate.
All right, what's up?
I have questions about that.
About the
Such as-
reserving
okay.
beds?
You are reserving a bed. Does that mean you are paying for 3 seats because that's the space it's taking up?
Yes.
And aside from that, 3 seats does not make a bed. Those seats barely fit my ass. How are 3 of them going to give me enough room to lay down? My carry-on luggage takes up more space than those 3 seats.
Because effectively a row of 3 seats is as wide as a twin mattress. A little bit wider than a twin mattress.
It's as wide as a twin mattress.
Let me guess.
It is as long as the pillow.
No.
You be hanging out both sides.
Oh, see, you can lay down in a space that is as wide as that twin mattress. So you've got a section that is as wide as the twin mattress, designed to fit maybe from your knees down.
I want to
Where's the rest of you going?
on top of the
Okay.
person next to you.
Now,
Should be.
see, I'd like to point out that I can actually curl up on an economy seat. I can curl up small enough that I can, like, almost lay all the way down on an economy seat. So, that would be luxurious for me. This bed in the background is like 3 times what I actually need to sleep.
And it is like 10 times the size of the space they're giving you for the quote-unquote bed.
They're bad. I still think as compared to what it was like. Oh my god! The last time I flew, as compared to what it was like some of the times I've flown, that sounds luxurious. All I'm saying.
Yes. So yes, you would be paying for the whole row, and United is not the first one to do something like this. Air New Zealand has a sky couch. So basically you get the whole row and you can sit with your back to the wall and have your feet up and be more comfortable on your couch.
Yes, but they also have more space for their actual row.
This is true.
Mind you, my idea of what flight is grossly out of date, and I am very much under the impression that it has gotten worse.
You are correct.
Last time I flew was not long after 9/11. It has been almost 25 years since I have been in an airplane. And I know that people have constantly been talking about how the spaces are getting tighter.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. However, I think they are changing that for some luxury in the luxury cases, because
by taking away from everybody else.
I mean, probably, but also it's luxury flights. The luxury stuff is more profitable for them. The cost of, business class or economy has gone down enough that that they're not making as much off of it and want to make more actual money. Where getting more passengers in won't necessarily increase margins. They have to do something else to increase margins, such as offer luxury at higher prices. Offer more amenities but higher prices. Sort of like movie theaters. Although I don't know that it's that it in the case of movie theaters, it's not the ticket price that's gone down, it's just the demand has gone down. So to keep ticket prices the same or raise them, theaters are offering amenities to keep giving the viewers more of an experience. Like I said, it's similar. It's not the same. Cheese and crackers, I'm boring. Just occurred to me that was a really boring bit of economics lecture there. Let's get on with this show.
Very lively stuff to add to it, but that's going to take a while, and that's going to involve ranting. So, We're here for fun.
Let's rant. Your rants
No,
are
no, no,
fun.
no, 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 no. Unlike my daylight savings time rant, there isn't anything fun about this.
Okay. We'll keep on with the show then.
NPR and WBEZ Chicago, this is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. I'm Alzo Slade. We're playing this week with Joyelle Nicole Johnson, Shantira Jackson, and Adam Burke. And here again is your host at the Johnny Mercer Theater in Savannah, Georgia, Peter Sagal.
Thank you.
There's a bit of British slang that I've decided to stop using because I found out what it means. And that is Burke. It's a derogatory term for someone who's a bit of an idiot or, stuff like that.
What was the term?
Burke.
Mm-hmm. Continue, please.
It is short for Berkeley Hunt. Cockney rhyming slang, Berkeley Hunt rhymes with. And so by calling someone a Burke, you're really calling them a. And I don't like that word. I don't like using that word. Notice I didn't say it. It's just not a comfortable word for me. So I've decided that I probably shouldn't use the term Burke either.
Now, how is it that the term that is indirectly referring to has become so incredibly toxic in the past 5 years, whereas
it's always been toxic. It's always been toxic.
Well,
it's just that in the past 5 years, people have felt comfortable expressing how much it hurt them. It's been something that I've been keenly aware of most of my life, that is actually a word that really can hurt people. Women. That hurts women.
Okay.
It's not that it became toxic. It's always been toxic. It's just that our awareness has grown.
Well, any derogatory term, even if it is meant entirely in jest, is by definition toxic. That being said, I have heard very few people of any persuasion who found that word to be quite that toxic until recently. So therefore, I was relatively comfortable with the word, though I didn't use it that much myself. And so I find it surprising that the cultural toxicity of that vernacular, just to use that word, has grown so much so quickly.
I think there are two parts of this. One, I think you've been, over the past 5 years, you've been being exposed to a wider range of people. 2, I think over the past 5 years, a wider range of people have stopped letting the fear of what could happen if they express how hurtful it is, stop them from expressing how hurtful it is.
I would have to disagree with point 1 because honestly, my exposure to people has decreased over the past 8 years. But it used to be that word was perfectly viable, even on the evening news, was never even bleeped whilst I was growing up. And now, if someone even starts to say that word, the thought police are called. Now, that being said, I still understand.
Did you really just say thought police?
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, I understand that the cultural toxicity of the word has gotten to the point where it should not be in anybody's mouth.
Okay.
But even the hint of possibly saying that word seems to be drastically overplayed.
See, you may just be reacting to me. But also, because I still hear it said plenty. Usually in a taking it back kind of way. But the other thing that happened, the thing that precipitated this, is the Me Too movement. That's where a lot of the sort of like the mainstreaming of a lot of anti-misogyny started. The mainstreaming of a lot of, I mean, recently. Because there's been, over the years, many waves of feminism. But this one...
False flag operations.
Huh?
And many false flag operations under that name.
Yes. Very true. Very true. I don't know if Super Dude's ever been called a Burke. The other, okay, so something else about this is, you know, I've noticed since the Me Too movement, a movement to stop using women's body parts to refer to be negative and to be the most negative things, or to stop using terms for women to be negative. And that's part of where this is coming from.
Understood, appreciated, and honestly, thank you for pointing that one out to me, because that one had not occurred.
I mean, yeah, no problem. I understand where you're coming from. Like, I get that hadn't occurred to you. Like,
I mean,
sometimes we all need things pointed out to us.
But it hadn't occurred in the front of my mind.
The language hadn't been given to you. Now you have the language.
Now, I'm going to interrupt this rather enjoyable conversation on an important subject and point out, I'm supposed to be here for laughs, and we're supposed to be listening to Wait, Wait.
That is very true. You are supposed to be here for laughs. We are supposed to be listening to Wait, Wait. But there's always time to broaden our perspective. I am gonna completely destroy your being funny by making you woke. I've done it to myself, and now I'm doing it to you.
Dude. Really?
No. No. I don't need you to pun away with a bunch of...
No, I wasn't going to be making pun jokes about that. I'm just like, really?
I do feel like I'm a lot less funny about a lot of things because I've realized that everything is that deep. And like, it's not that I can't be funny, it's that it takes a lot more effort to be funny and sensitive. And I'm okay with putting that effort in, and I'm trying to, but like, I also notice that whenever a serious topic comes up in these streams these days, I have got some stuff to say instead of making a lighthearted joke and moving on. Just got off on a side quest. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I do feel like my wokeness is getting in the way of my funny.
The person that's supposed to be leading your country treats every single thing like something to ridicule, harass, make terrible jokes about, or insult, at some point, even the comics tend to stop being funny and start being like, you know what, this ain't okay.
That's true. It is being a product of the times we live in.
But
wow, that hit had a hit in it. Woo, that one hit back.
This is true. It does take a lot of effort to be PC
Yes.
and funny at the same time.
It does. I think it's worth putting in the effort. I think it's I haven't gotten good at it yet. At least I haven't gotten good at doing it without pre-scripting. You know, I'm trying to do it unscripted. So, and that's why we have the peanut gallery here, is to bring the funny. And I do think that you are still quite funny, even as your perspective broadens.
You had to adjust that so that it wasn't a backhanded compliment.
Yep. Because I didn't mean it as a backhanded compliment, and I saw where my words were going. It's like, oh, Trevor, say less, Trev. Oh, shucks. Okay, say this. And it almost worked. I'd have gotten away with it, too.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. All right. we really do need to get back on the getting merch done.
Yeah.
And I think one of the ones we need is a line of Say Less Trev merch. Just say less. Trev, say less.
Thank you, Alzo. Thanks, everybody. Right now it's time for the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me Bluff the listener game. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play our game on the air. Hi, you're on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hey, I'm Owen from Ames, Iowa.
Hey, Owen
Hey,
from
Chris in
Ames,
the 386.
Iowa, home of Iowa State. What do you do there?
Well, I actually go to Iowa State. I'm doing engineering.
Well, that's great. That's cool. What kind of engineering are you going to do?
Oh, I'm doing mechanical right now.
Okay. So, are you by any chance going to be building robots?
Oh, that's certainly the plan if I don't keep flunking out of my classes.
Yeah. Just remember, make sure when you're building the robots that they be best.
I'll make sure of that.
Well, welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us. You're going to play the game in which you have to tell truth from fiction. Also, what is Owen's topic?
Amuse my boosh.
What?
Everybody loves the
Can
world.
you say that?
Apparently you can.
On the radio?
Amazing.
I haven't even met your boosh.
Fine dining, of course, is the wonderful culture where you go to restaurants and secretly look up words from the menu on your phone so the waiter doesn't think you're an idiot. Our panelists are going to tell you about a hot new dining destination that foodies are flocking to. Pick the one who's telling you the truth. You'll win the Wait Waiter of your choice in your voicemail. Are you ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
All right, first let's hear from Joyelle Nicole Johnson.
Necessity is the mother of invention, said Katie Dickinson, the mother of the new viral eatery in Lake Odessa, Michigan. Katie, the mom of triplets, was at her wits' end feeding them when they came of age to masticate. Shocker, they only eat nuggets. But while chicken nuggets are delicious, they aren't nutritious. Then the idea popped in her head like the light bulb in her childhood easy-bake oven. She started making everything in the shape of nuggets. Turns out her kids will eat anything if it's mashed up, breaded, fried, and in the shape of a dinosaur. After successfully catering her kids' 8th birthday party with a plethora of pocket-sized bites, the food truck, Nothing But Nuggets, was born. And the restaurant is a huge success with kids and adults alike. Yes, chicken dippers abound, but the menu also boasts favorites like Return of the Mac and Cheese. And for the adults, the lobster bisque nuggets are called Bisky Business. I've always said, if there's a restaurant that made food my kids wanted to eat, I would smash through the walls to get there, said a patron waiting patiently in line with his offspring.
Nothing but nuggets, where all the food comes in the shape of nuggets. Your next food fable comes from Adam Burke.
When fancy eatery Le Maison d'Etre opened up in San Francisco's Embarcadero district last year, it was an instant hit with local tech pros and crypto bros. Wealthy clientele flocked to eat pricey dishes such as brainstorm stew and startup sliders, which boasted exotic ingredients that promised to boost both the intellectual and athletic prowess of the area's most voracious executives. But this week, Maison's proprietor and head chef Delaney Robards revealed that what her clientele were eating were just sloppy joes and pureed Lunchables. It was all an elaborate project to prove that rich people will pay for anything as long as it's expensive. While she thought her big reveal would end the restaurant's popularity, it backfired. Her most faithful customers refused to believe it. I think I know grass-fed Argentinian veal when I taste it, says Maison regular and venture capitalist Vance Headley. In fact, the more Robards persists with the idea, the more popular her establishment seems to be. People are nuts for our expensive seafood dish, abalone mousse, she says, even when I tell them it's actually just a bologna sandwich mashed up with some cat food. Just goes to show these crypto dudes will swallow anything.
A restaurant in San Francisco.
Oh, I want that to be true.
That serves fake gourmet food to the crypto bros even after they are told that it's fake. Your last restaurant recap comes from Shantira Jackson.
Sophisticated diners and foodies are all heading to central Massachusetts town Amherst for chef-made cuisine that is both superb and served by ladies wearing hairnets. That's because the bistro that Michelin somehow forgot is the UMass Dining Hall. Their food is so good that people in the surrounding area have started taking their dates there, and apparently, girls actually like doing that. The days of the freshman 15 are gone, and the freshman 55 is closer than ever before. The cafeteria has been blessed with food from a former chef from the Ritz-Carlton and a former paratrooper. No matter who's in the kitchen, they like to go all out for these kids, especially on holidays, whether it's Diwali, the Lunar New Year, or the Super Bowl, which is, according to them, also a holiday. But the biggest celebration is on Halloween, when they serve over 15,000 lobsters to sexy Frankensteins all over campus. So, if you have a house full of picky eaters, you know where to send them for undergrad. UMass Amherst, a college that's only 90 miles away from Boston.
All right. So if you're interested in a fine dining experience, you can go to one of these three places. Was it from Joelle Nicole Johnson? Nothing but nuggets, a food truck, and now a restaurant that serves all kinds of food, all in the shape of...
You're going A?
No. I'm arguing with you being a Republican in the voting.
You're arguing with me being a Republican in the voting?
Yes.
How am I being a Republican?
Because you
twice.
And your company are both voting.
Election fraud, I say! No double dipping. Luckily, we're not going by vote here. This is everybody for themselves. I don't get 2 points for it. Only Nickwork is playing. DJTS 1308 is currently resting its head on my keyboard.
Yeah.
I guess. Only one of us exists at a time, and I have to choose which one is inhabiting the body, and it's really whoever's stream is live. So if we were playing the game over on 1308's stream, he'd get the point.
So, I'm sorry, I should not have called you a Republican. I should have called you a Chicagoan. Vote early, vote often.
God.
I mean, it's not just Chicago
I don't
that
know
does
if
that.
that's better, dude.
Yes, but Chicago's the one that coined it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, okay. I think you can get away with that, then.
Anyway, on with the show.
Before you all start coloring on your menus.
Too late for that. I don't need crayons. I got MS.
What was that?
I don't need crayons. I got MS Paint.
I've got MS Paint and an internet connection. I'll color your menus in. Don't worry. Oh, we were supposed to wait. No. That's why the coloring menu's there, so you don't have to wait.
Adam Burke, Les Maisons d'Etre, a fake gourmet
So we're all going
high-tech
C, then?
restaurant for high-tech guys. Or from Shantira Jackson,
We're all voting
the finest
C.
dining in all of central Massachusetts, the dining...
I really want B to be true. I really, really, really do. I really do. Because I really do want tech bros to believe anything. But for some reason, I know it's not true.
dining hall at UMass
I don't know
Amherst.
why.
which of these is the real story of a dining destination. We found
I
a
think
I'm going to have to go with Adam's.
What'd you say?
The puree lunchable slurry.
Puree lunchable slurry? Yeah. I love
No
that.
slurry.
Slurry.
That's the sometimes.
Putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable again?
Yeah.
With Adam's story.
You're going to go with Adam's story. The restaurant opened specifically for the tastes of tech bros who turned out to be more gullible than even we thought. That's your preference?
See?
Like the kind of thing an engineer would do, yeah.
Yeah, you know, speaking as an engineer, I know you probably have an insight into that. Well, to bring you the correct answer, we spoke to a reporter who actually brought this to our attention.
The dining halls at UMass had chocolate milk from local farm-raised cows. I even saw a Hello Kitty-shaped pizza.
Yep.
That was the Wall Street Journal's Jasmine Lee, who reported on and, of course, dined at the UMass Amherst Dining Hall, which hopefully will be getting its Michelin star sometime soon. I'm so sorry to say, although I'm sure you're right about engineers, you were sadly incorrect in which was the real story. However, you earned a point for Adam.
Thank you.
For a story that I think we all wish were true. Thank you so much for playing. Take care. Bye-bye.
So had you heard the story or something? Was that how you knew? Okay.
No, I had not.
Yeah, see,
I
hadn't
remember
either.
where I heard it, but I had definitely heard that before.
That's why the menu is laminated so you can draw on it, reuse it.
Look, the one that I was handed in the restaurant was not laminated. You were meant to take that sucker home.
It's true.
Well, then you can color it in at your leisure.
For a meal with your partner and their mother, and you're the one that gets handed the kids' menu.
Rude. Just
it was
rude. I'd have ordered like 3 shots of whiskey at that point just to be like.
No, I ordered the chicken tenders off the menu, and when they looked at me, they're like, "Well, you can't do this. Is the menu you gave me. I'm ordering the chicken tenders."
Right? You handed me a kid's menu. If one ever has my name anywhere on it, it's mine.
Yes.
I love that. They gave you the kids' menu. Jeez. I mean, I know you're not what we would call average height. But handing you the kids' menu is just rude. I mean, just...
It really was.
You know what I would have done? It's like, have you got a smoking section? I'm gonna need 3 shots of whiskey with a beer chaser. Better make them doubles.
I thought about doing something like that, but I was too busy sitting there looking at the kids' menu and looking at my ex's mom across the table from me, who was also looking at the kids' menu, and both of us trying to figure out what to do.
No, don't take the menu. I want the kids' menu too. Give me the creds. Girl or boy toy comes with my meal, Mr. or Mrs. Server. Yeah. Yeah.
You are not wrong. You are very correct in what you just messaged me.
All right. We'll get on with this show now.
now the game we call Not My Job.
That was fun.
Savannah used to be known for its history and beauty and trees covered with Spanish moss. Now it is just as well known for the Savannah College of Art and Design, which, among other things, has helped make Georgia the Hollywood of the East with the Department of Film and TV there. D.W. Moffet,
and
a
is
movie
covered
and
in
TV
Spanish
actor
moss.
known for Friday Night Lights and more recently One Battle After Another, is the chair of that department. He joins us now. D.W. Moffet, welcome to Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you so much. Great to be here. Great to be here.
So you've had a very long career.
Very long
career, a long distinguished career.
I'm so old.
And I was thinking about what of your many roles people might recognize you for. I was guessing Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights are the dads in the airports who stop me.
Yeah.
Switched at Birth are the women in their early 20s who love Switched at Birth. I have
One Battle After
one
Another.
One battle after another.
Love you.
People.
My favorite.
People run from me when they, yeah.
Well, okay. In Friday Night Lights, if I'm not mistaken, you played a dad of one of the high school football players. And I think I can say, this is not a spoiler, a bad dad.
I'm the worst dad in the world.
Worst dad ever.
Yeah.
And you sort of, the plot was that you're trying to shape your child into the perfect football playing machine, and it goes awry. People take that show very seriously. They're very passionate. Are they still mad at you for ruining that kid's prospects?
I sometimes am delighted to appear on worst dads in television history lists.
Really, yeah.
I tell you, it's fun because, and I talk to my students about this all the time. When you play a bad guy,
what were you gonna say? Kat?
What did you say?
I asked Kat what she was gonna say, or what she had
I
said.
said, oh my.
Oh, okay. Being one of the worst dads in television history.
Yeah. He counts because he was on TV.
Oh yeah. I don't know if he's the worst dad ever, Elon Donnie. Yeah, for real. Also, TV dads. You still got most of the Ventures. Dr. Venture Sr. JJ wasn't an awful dad, but he wasn't great.
When they're saying TV dads, they're usually specifically not including animated.
No. Because then you have Peter Griffin, and I think he may be the worst dad ever.
See, that's the problem. Both Peter and Homer and their ilk do constantly waffle between the worst dad ever and the best dad ever.
Not Peter Griffin so much. Homer, yeah.
Oh, there are times where he's proven to be an absolutely wonderful father. Now, do they outshine the many times that he has done Meg dirty? No. But there are times where he is depicted as an absolutely wonderful father.
Okay.
Which are usually bookended by him doing Meg dirty.
Right.
In the same episode. Or even in the same 5 minutes.
Right. Just saying. Oh, what was Dr. Quest? I think Dr. Quest might have been a bad father.
Child endangerment.
Exactly.
I mean, wouldn't Ben 10's parents be at the top of the list for that then? Or no, not Ben 10, Danny Phantom.
Kim Possible's parents? No, they didn't really know they didn't know she was a secret agent, so.
No, they knew.
Al Bundy. Yeah, Al Bundy. Al Bundy had moments, again, like Homer, well, more like Peter. He had moments where he was a good dad.
Well, put it this
But not
way. That's
really.
one of those shows where everybody was a bad person and you were supposed to laugh at them.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Anyway. The Family Matters dad, yeah. There's that guy too. All right. Let's keep going.
I'm a bad guy.
Right.
Like, I was just playing a dad who was really invested in his son's future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad dads, you also appear in the Oscar winner One Battle After Another as a member of this bizarre, secretive group of racists called the Christmas Adventurers Club.
Yes, I do.
I have a number of questions about that.
Yeah.
Let's start with this one.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know, man.
Christmas Adventurers Club?
Yeah.
When P.T. Anderson calls you up and says, I've got just the role for you.
So when you get that call,
Yeah.
you go yes.
Of course.
I never read the script.
Not once.
Not once.
Just he's asking you to do it,
So
sign him up.
there's this insanely bizarre scene with like babble speak, like, yes, we gave him a Yankee double Yankee clearance thing, blah, 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 blah. They're shooting on the VistaVision camera, which is like shooting a scene next to a jackhammer.
Right. Enormous thing.
Enormous thing. They never did any dialogue replacement. There was no looping. So I said to my wife, I'm not in the movie. They cut that scene. I had never read the script, so I didn't realize that scene is right in the middle of the movie.
Right.
I said, I'm not in the scene. They cut the scene. And my wife knows the post-production supervisor, and she was like, oh no, he's in the movie.
Right. Yeah.
You know, the Christmas Adventures, that's why winter is my least favorite season.
There you go.
So you are now, of course, the chair of the Department of Film and TV here
I am.
in Savannah at SCAD. In addition to chairing the department, do you also teach acting, film, TV production?
So I teach two things primarily because my faculty is so amazing. I don't want to take these classes away from them. And because I was an actor and still am an actor, I teach a class called Directing the Actor, which is teaching filmmakers how to communicate effectively with that strange animal, which is the actor.
What? What the what? What?
This
What was
entire movie, the Christmas Adventurers Club, the what?
Oh, one battle
Yeah,
after
no
another.
idea what they're talking about at all.
One battle after another.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean,
It's. Haven't
see,
seen
Friday
it.
Night Lights, I know why I didn't watch it. I had absolutely no interest in it. It's high school sports. Two things, no. High school, but sports, no. And then sports people, even more, no. So, had no desire whatsoever at any given moment. This other thing, I have no effing clue what they're talking about.
Can't believe I haven't said anything about One Battle After Another yet. All right, let's talk about this. Let's do this.
One battle after another sounds like my time in the toilet.
So, it won best film, best screenplay. It won an Oscar. Up against, one of the big Oscars, up against Sinners, and Sinners won the other big Oscar. What was that?
Oh, she was just saying that just because they haven't brought up a toilet joke doesn't mean I have to fill in the void.
That's fair. So, Oscar winner, Oscar nominated. Oh God, what's his name?
Fred.
And what's his name? Okay, it's starring God, I'm not going to be able to get any of the stars' names now.
Mm-hmm.
IMDb is your friend.
It is. All right, let's IMDb it real quick. While I tell you that, while I try to remember that or find that, I am going to tell you what it's about. It is about...
Oh.
Huh? DiCaprio, yeah, it's DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Tiana Taylor, Regina Hall, who's always great, Wood Harris, and a bunch of other people, as well as this guy. So, it is... DiCaprio's character used to belong to, or still does belong to, some sort of radical leftist organization. And his wife is... or he used to belong, his wife might still belong, and his wife goes missing. There is a white supremacist group called the Christmas Adventure Club or something, who have killed her, taken her, I don't know. It's... Sean Penn plays the paramilitary leader of this group, and there is tension about whether the daughter is Sean Penn's, I believe, and there is some... This is an awful lot of white men to be starring in a movie about black revolutionaries. A movie not about black revolutionaries, a movie set with the backdrop of black revolutionaries.
With the backdrop. We're going to have to quote that one.
Oof.
It's when you shoot a white movie in a black surrounding.
So the opposite of Dear White People. Or not Dear White People. What's the one where the guy's doing the fake white voice for the telemarketing?
Yes.
Oh, God, I don't know.
But you're familiar with the concept of that movie.
Yes, I know the movie. I can't remember it. Hey, Lockpick, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. It's okay that you're late to the party. And, I mean, it's fashionably late for a reason. So, yeah, there's a lot of white people in this movie. And there seems to be a lot of fetishization of black women in this movie.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. Yeah, that's the movie. That's the other one. We are currently talking about One Battle After Another. But yeah, that's the... So, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm saying that I've noticed some problems off the top.
Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible.
What's that?
One battle after another. It's a bunch of old white men mansplaining civil rights to black women.
Oh, God. Okay. Thank you. Yes, that. Where'd you get that quote, or is that yours?
That just occurred to me. Because you were describing how it's problematic, and it's just like, oh, that's how you put it in words.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know that that's what happened in the movie, Maddie. I haven't seen the movie, but that's what it felt like watching the trailer.
From what I've seen of it in passing, the movie seems to be more of an action flick with civil rights overtones. You've got a paramilitary group that did things, and now they're old. They've got kids, and now one of their kids has been kidnapped, and they need to get the group back together and go do things again. Yeah, basically it's a fighting movie with political overtones, or civil rights overtones, or pick a descriptor overtones. But your description of old white men trying to mansplain is
yeah. Like, I feel like I could have heard that. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie, so I can't say that is at all accurate. And if it isn't, I am sorry. But still, the phrasing
that's what
was
it sounded
there.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. A white people version of Django Unchained. What? Django Unchained reshot for white people.
I mean, they kept Leo.
Except for this time, he was a good guy.
Right? He
Yeah, there you go, Maddie.
Adventure X. Yes. All right, let's move on with this. Let's yeah. I mean, ain't nothing going to be non-problematic in some small way, but this felt a little extra. So,
actually, this is something that
What was that?
That I was wondering about.
What was that?
I said the main characters for the plot were pretty much all old white men. No wonder it got nominated.
Right.
I mean, all right. You had Sean Penn and Leo. Benicio del Toro doesn't technically count as a white man.
No, he can play whatever he wants.
He does count as old, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Sinner should have won.
Yeah. Yeah, it really should have. It was, but
haven't seen
writing
it yet.
issues. Yeah.
Emphasis on the yet.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
We will see it at some point.
It is it is a really good movie. I do see. Yeah, I mean, there were some. Yeah. Sinners ain't perfect, but it was really, really good.
I have to answer calls, so I'm stepping away. Feel free to continue without me.
Okay. We're not talking about Leo and Gilbert Grape. That was We're not.
You said Gilbert Grape, and before I registered the full word of grape, I thought you were saying Godfrey.
Go what? Oh, Godfrey. Oh God, Leonardo DiCaprio as Gilbert Godfrey. He was 14 at the time.
Gilbert Godfrey is forever ruined / enshrined for me for his reading of a certain book.
No.
I don't have to further explain. I have already wounded you.
Yes,
I was
you
not
have.
intended to wound you, but it means that you understand what I'm speaking of.
Yup. No, I think if we want to talk about Leo's early career, we could talk about Basketball Diaries, where I feel like he did really well. He did really
Who's the
well.
Boss? He was wonderful in Who's the Boss?
Never saw it. At least not those episodes. Actually, I might have and just forgot them. But Leo's method acting for Gilbert, great. He had really had a hard time letting go of the character. Basketball Diaries is literally his best performance. I think so. Growing Pains? He was on Growing Pains?
Okay.
Again?
No, what?
Didn't know?
No, it wasn't Growing Pains.
I, again, didn't know. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was
Leo got... I think you're right. I think Leo did get River Phoenix's career. I am not a huge fan of Leo.
I'm glad to be proven wrong.
I'm not either. Like, and that was the only reason I ever liked him is because at one point in time, back when Romeo plus Juliet first came out, someone compared me favorably to him in that movie, and it was like, okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah, it was Growing Pains. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
There we go. I was always a much bigger fan of Ewan McGregor. Don't do it again.
Don't worry, I will.
Being wrong is something I think we excel at around here. I know I excel at. I'm good at being wrong. I'm wrong most of the time. All right. You know what? I think while the cat is away, we are going to Catch Me If You Can. Oh, yeah, it was. Catch Me If You Can was a good Leo movie. I think while Cat is away, we are going to take a brief break because that cup of coffee is beginning to press on me a little. We shall return.
You're having to enter a call of your own from Mother Nature.
We shall return momentarily. Stick with us, please. Thank you.
Improperly, and so it's much more about perception than about any actual concern.
All right. Thank you for sticking with me there. I apologize for that. And I apologize for this joke coming up. Hey, Peanut Gallery. Oh, hey, Kat.
Yes.
Why do you need to be multilingual if you've got a small bladder?
So you can ask to use the potty no matter where you are.
Ah, that's a good answer, but not the funny one.
Oh.
'Cause
why?
When you gotta go, you're Russian. When you're there, you're European. And when you're done, you're Finnish. Thank you, Head Not Right, for that joke originally. I think that might be one of your dad's jokes.
The problem is, technically, all three of those categories classify under European.
I didn't say how many languages you needed to speak. I just said multilingual. I was doing this math to make sure I got the joke technically safe.
Technically safe?
Well, yeah, because I knew it would be... I knew we would be dissecting it pedantically.
Uh-huh. I just thought you were making sure that you didn't piss off anyone.
Is now the time to revisit your acronym for PEEPS?
Oh, I sent that to you in a...
I'm glad he'd be proud. I'm glad I did him proud. Your father's sense of humor was a thing of beauty.
There you go.
Yes. I have an acronym for PEEPS.
Okay.
What PEEPS is the acronym for, anyway?
Yes.
I'm terrified, but go ahead.
Piss-encrusted and enriched pustules of slurry. Faith says you're both horrified and understand that it is a correct statement.
And we now have the perfect time for somebody to raid the channel that has no...
Oh, hello, Sam706. Wow, so sorry you raided into this. So, I'm Trevor Stewart, 1308.
Right, you met your funding goal. You did
yes.
know that, right?
I forgot to say something about that. I'm Trevor Stewart, 1308. We are here with the associate producer, Kat, and the Peanut Gallery. We are supposed to be playing along with NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. And we have met our goal for donating to NPR. Now I need to figure out how to convince Twitch to send the money to NPR. There is a way to do that, I think. And then start the fundraiser over again. Thank you for being here. Can we shout Sam out? There we go. Oh, somebody got there before me.
These are the screams I can do without.
Come on.
Come on.
We're talking to you, so come on.
Hello, Ivan Neo. Thank you for chatting. Good to see you. Welcome to the chaos that is here.
Yeah, here.
So, let's just move on. What? Yeah, I don't want to bring up what we were just talking about because that means we'll talk about it again, and I don't want to relive the memory.
Would you like to hit play and move on?
Yes, please.
We haven't gotten to the end of Not My Job yet?
We haven't really started it.
Right? And somehow, we got to Peeps. I am working on a fitting revenge, by the way. I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, yeah, no, I know what it is. Yeah, back to the game. I
feel like Han Solo here, but it's not my fault.
You're still going to have to go people with us at the Virginia Renaissance Fair.
Yeah. You're going to be forced to people in the sunlight. Feels like a fitting punishment. But are you going to be in costume?
Yeah, he's going to go as a human instead of the 3 kobolds in a trench coat that he actually is.
I'm going to stick up for you in this moment and say, dwarf. 2 dwarves. 2 dwarves in plate mail. Turkey leg. Huh?
I am not 2 dwarves. I am not 3 kobolds. I may be a tall dwarf.
Tall dwarf in short armor.
No fish heads.
Hadn't even thought of that until you said it.
You had students, even though I'm sure SCAD is very selective, who just aren't very good at it.
They're
and do you ever find
talking
yourself
to
having to tell them
DW Moffet at the moment.
So here's the thing, like
that's a yes.
Yeah. Is that how you start the sentence?
No, but seriously, like there are people that I know in this business that when I was 25 and I saw them, I was like, no way.
No, can't be.
But like, because we teach producing, directing, editing, all these different things, you know, someone might say to me, you know, I really want to be a great cinematographer, and who knows, they might wind up being an incredible editor someday.
Right.
So,
and you can say, well, you know, film set's very busy. They also need catering. I have to wonder, though, you've been here in Savannah for how long?
10 years.
Okay. Was it hard for a Chicago guy like yourself to adjust? Like, how long after getting here?
Okay, that's worth it. Someone, Ivan Neo said, someone once got my name wrong and called me Elvin. My friend said, is that his name or his race?
Here.
Pete?
Did you figure out that...
I'm just an Elvis impersonator.
Galadriel has left the building. Honestly, kind of both.
Down.
We're gonna fall. What?
Damn knife ears.
Oh. Come on. I thought we were better than that. That's just racist.
What can I say? Dwarf.
Hi, DCI Banks. I have not said anything In fact, neither did Ivan. Did not say anything about you and your holes.
How many of you dug this week?
No.
What are you sticking your holes? What?
Yes, you are correct with that comment. You are still digging.
There's this D&D comedy series where a guy plays an elf who's super racist. He calls people round ears. Oh. I kind of love it.
Like I said, are we back to space elves again? Logical space elves. Hit play.
I'm hitting play. We're not getting teleported to Star Trek.
Besides, he wasn't a space elf. He was quite literally a hobgoblin. That was constantly used. That was constantly used in canon.
I mean, yes. Well, yes, except it was the model for Spock. Spock was the model for an elven wizard in D&D. It was Spock with a phaser that caused them to come up with Fireball. And the stun setting was Magic Missile. No, Magic Missile is a fine spell. It is a fine spell. I'm not hating on Magic Missile. So there's this other character called him out for the elf racism, and he responded, "No, I don't trust you because you're a woman." Oh.
That's a character flaw there.
We're pressing play.
I tried.
Bless your heart rather than go F yourself.
So, my mother is a hillbilly. She's She's from southeastern Kentucky. There y'all, and so they don't say bless yourself, but they say something similar. So I kind of had an inkling.
Oh, God
what do they
bless
say
you.
in Eastern Kentucky other than bless your heart?
You better watch out, they're gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
They get straight to the point.
Yeah.
That's not so much passive aggressive.
You should do
good
that
old fashioned aggressive.
You should do that when you're critiquing a student's film. Well, D.W. Moffet, it is a pleasure to talk to you. We've invited you here to play a game we're calling
A Bunch of Battles All at Once.
So, you're in one battle after another, which is, when you think about it, a manageable way to handle your battles, right? But what if everybody attacked at the same time? So we're going to ask you...
Maddie, what's the show called? That might be worth checking out. And while you get that up, we'll get on with the actual show, or with this show.
About mass melees. Get two right, you win a prize for one of our listeners. Also, who is D.W. Moffet playing for?
Hannah Taylor of Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, Viva La Dirt League? Oh, okay.
I'm familiar with Dirt League.
Yeah. I think we've seen some of those clips.
Yeah.
I personally like the Tech Town series.
Yeah.
Man, we all, as soon as we saw Viva La Dirt League, it was everybody's go, yup. All right. I am predicting one of the answers is going to be the Battle of Hastings?
Potentially.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. We're all there with you. All right. Any of you guys got any guesses?
I have several, but that's because I've been listening to World War II histories.
All right. Well, let's go.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Here you go. First question. At the annual Kirkpınar Festival in western Turkey, fighters come from all over that country to compete in a form of wrestling that has a particular twist. What is it? A, wrestlers' arms are tied behind their back and their legs are tied together. B, not only is poking in the eye allowed, it's the only thing allowed. Or C, all the wrestlers are covered in olive oil to make them more slippery.
C. Audience is saying C.
The audience people are shouting C, olive oil, with a little too much enthusiasm.
They like heated rivalry.
Well, that just lets us know Savannah's full of freaks.
There used to be a wrestling place in Hollywood that had a lot of hot oil wrestling. Anyway, just because Turkish
C
food
is the old
is so
Olympics way. Yeah.
Redolent of olive oil.
I'm going to go with C.
You're right. It is olive oil. In fact, olive oil wrestling in Turkey goes back more than 600 years. It's a hallowed tradition. There you are. All right, here's your next question. You did that well. In the village high in the mountains of Peru, the people there celebrate an event called the Takanaqui every Christmas Day. What happens at the Takanaqui? A, everybody tries to beat up everybody else to get them back for slights that happened during the preceding year.
Oh. Like
B,
the Purge.
people attempt to beat a llama in a spitting fight. Or C, it's a giant Christmas-themed martial arts match called Gold, Frankincense, and Murder.
I think it's A.
I'm going to go with B.
You're going to go with B, people attempt to beat a llama. No, it was actually the first one, as the narrator of a documentary about it says, it's like Yom Kippur, but with punching.
But like if you offended someone at the beginning of the year, the anticipation would be worse.
You've just been winding up for 364 days.
All right, this is fun.
What did you say, Peanut Gallery?
He said it was like Yom Kippur with punching, so I said, no, it's Yom Kippur.
I mean, yeah. But yeah.
I never said my jokes were good. That doesn't mean they're not funny.
And yeah, Maddie, more like 6,000 years. All right. Let's move on.
If you get this last one right, you win. In Florence, Italy, they still play this ancient ball game called calcio storico, where players can do anything they like to the opposing player, resulting in all kinds of injuries. But the game was even crazier back when it began in the Middle Ages because organizers often did what in the middle of a match? A, threw a bucket of knives into the playing area. B, alerted certain players that other certain players had slept with their wives. Or B, or rather C, released live bulls into the arena.
I think it's B. I'm going B.
Calcio Storico fan here.
Or that's just a woman who's being attacked by a bee.
B, I see your point.
I'm going to go with the bulls.
You're right. That's what they did. They don't do that anymore. But they still have this every year. So if you ever want to go see some Italians beat the living hell out of each other.
And what's even crazier, those bulls are mad about slights that happened the previous year.
They're mad about slights that happened in Pamplona.
I'm going to get him for that. Also, how did D.W. Moffet do in our quiz?
2 out of 3, he won that battle.
All right.
D.W. Moffet is an actor with decades-long career in film, TV, and theater, and he is the chair of the film and television program here at the Savannah College of Art and Design. D.W. Moffet, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. Give it up for your very own D.W. Moffet.
And all the parts. Successful bit.
For yourself or alone.
To answer that question, load the My DN.
Nicole Johnson and Adam Burke. And here again is your host at the Johnny Mercer Theater in Savannah, Georgia, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Alzo Slade. In just a minute, it's one limerick after another in our Listener Limerick Challenge.
We're just going
If
to
you'd
keep
like
doing
to
this,
play,
Pete.
give us a call at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. Right now, panel, some more questions for you from the week's news. Adam, this week, the Times profiled an increasingly popular online support group for certain members of the population. Who is it?
Online support for certain members?
Yes.
Is it people who are addicted to support groups?
Yes. No, I was trying to figure out how that would work, you know.
I'm addicted to introducing myself to strangers.
I will say that I myself am a member of this particular group.
Oh, is it like something you don't like?
It's something for people who are struggling with something, and they're encouraged just to embrace it.
Be careful, Adam.
Yeah.
Glad this one isn't mine.
Is it
bald?
It's a support group for the follically challenged.
For the bald, yes. This Reddit group called R Bald. That's what it's called. It's entirely dedicated to pushing people to just accept their baldness. The community helps people live their truth, and the truth is, you're bald.
I
right?
like that.
You can tell those are bald cheers.
And I say this from experience. The only thing worse than losing your hair is pretending you are not losing your hair.
Yes.
It's like, no, guys, I got hair. I wear this fedora all the time because I'm an old-timey newspaper man. See?
Yes.
I wouldn't
Do
know
not
what this
be
is
afraid
like.
to be bald, man. Bald is very sexy.
Yes.
Okay?
I
love it. Yes. Come on, be bald. I love a little
Not
bald
on me,
head.
man. Not
And
on me.
I'm gay, so I really mean it.
I have a lumpy head. I have a funny line of scars running down my skull, and so it makes my head a little lumpy. So I look good enough with a mohawk because the sides are okay, but the top, no. I end up looking like Timu Uncle Fester. I look like Uncle Festus. It's not a good look.
Fair enough.
No. It wouldn't be Uncle Festus. Come on, it's the Addams Family. They would call you out directly and make you proud of it. You'd be Uncle Lumpy.
Yes, you would. Didn't they have an Uncle Lumpy that was in the wardrobe?
I think Uncle Lumpy was mentioned in passing multiple times, but I don't think they ever had an appearance. Yes, there might have been an Uncle Lumpy that Kate fell out of the wardrobe in a body bag.
Well, because you had Uncle Lumpy's fall wardrobe and Uncle Lumpy's winter wardrobe, and then Uncle Lumpy and Uncle Lumpy's spring wardrobe.
Because not it. Festus was on like Gunsmoke. Okay.
I mean, if you're going for Timu Uncle Fester, then yeah, it would be Uncle Festus.
Right. But he was just looking for a way to call me Lumpy.
No. It's the Addams Family. They will take what you are least proud of and make it something that you are happy for. Because they build you up that way.
You know, you can knock it off. You're going to give me cavities here.
I'm sorry, I'm just talking about the Addams Family because that's what they do.
Oh yeah, like that cover, like that version of House of the Rising Sun. with the lyrics to "Would You Be My Neighbor."
No, that had absolutely nothing to do with the current conversation, but
No.
it's a wonderful thing.
It was. Debbie was Uncle Fester's true love.
Yes, she was. And it's a shame that she had to go up in a pile of smoke and debit cards.
All right, let's get back to this. Again, we're rabbit holes. But yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't lie to you. I mean, I would, but I'm not.
The subreddit says it's devoted to encouraging members to, quote, embrace bald and strive to make the world a more...
This is r bald, not r/bald.
Right.
Which is completely different.
Bald-friendly place, unquote.
All right, now.
Okay, that's fine. That could work. Or, an idea, we can just make the world less friendly for people with hair. Hey, Fur Dome! Hey, look at that moss head.
Well, I have to say that from my perspective as announcer judge, I see the back of Peter's head.
Yeah.
And there is some hair back there.
A little bit.
It is rude when you check your appearance in the back of his head.
Adam, more and more people are giving up on something they're realizing is a time-wasting, unprofitable job. What is it?
Well, I know that Gen Z aren't having sex.
Being a
Is it sex?
YouTuber.
As a job?
Listen.
Hey, some would say it's the oldest one.
Yeah.
Can I get a clue?
Yeah. Do two random guys still laugh at their own jokes if there's no one to hear them?
Being a comedian?
Please let this be. Is it podcast?
Yes, people are walking away from podcasting.
Yes, applaud that.
Do I get a point for saying
Not
YouTuber?
see a live taping of what is actually a pod.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.
No.
Yep. Do I get a point for saying YouTuber? No.
I think so.
Oh, that's generous of you. I feel like it's close, but not quite the same. You know, I like the idea that people are starting to walk away from these jobs because it's not being what they wanted or is rewarding, and the market is saturated and all that. Because hopefully, if we just stick it out long enough,
that means the market will become less saturated and there'll be more people to watch us.
Right. It's just the market shifting. Jobs are listeners. Yeah. Jobs. I want more people to be watching us. It's just the market shifting. I'm sure the market is shifting. I'm just not sure the market is shifting towards us. However, is that going to change what we're doing?
No.
No.
Yes, okay. As more and more of the podcasting
Why
world
change
is being
when we
dominated
can just
by
wait?
a few shows, many of the other podcasters are realizing that continuing simply isn't worth the time or their money. This is heartbreaking. Without podcasts, where am I supposed to go hear three dudes talk about a movie for 2 hours longer than the runtime of the movie?
Yep.
I think that we should just take all the microphones from the men and let the girls keep their podcast.
Yes.
Girls agree.
All right, Kat. You
No.
heard her.
Uh-uh.
We're turning in our microphones. It's all you now.
The words that I wish to say in response to that would break your cursing streak or non-cursing streak there.
Hey. I don't want to be lumped in with all the rest of these men with their microphones. Mine is well above average.
Mine is average. I have an average phone. I don't think listeners are dropping necessarily, Maddie. I think it's that listener percentages per podcast are dropping because there's so many podcasts.
Well, there's that, and then there's the fact that the various platforms,
microphone,
especially since all of the stuff that happened with TikTok, the various platforms have changed how they do their monetization, and they've been screwing around with people's paychecks. So people that were making okay money, even if they didn't have millions of viewers, are now not doing it. And they're seeing it as, I put in all this work and I was doing good, and then they changed things and now I'm not. And I just can't make it work any better.
Right.
So...
Yes, exactly.
It's a market shift in that way as well.
Okay. The right will be funding the next toxic media designed to target teenage boys. Yeah, they will. They will. It's going to be something new now that those lawsuits happened. The other thing is that the right and Russia funds and pushes the hardcore right-wing podcasters and streamers. Yeah. And social media algorithm pushes those hardcore right-wing people first and foremost. Yeah. And as... yeah. And that funding... I'm not going to say is limited, but it's limited to those people who are useful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just pick up a couple of microphones and start podcasting and, you know, and even if you're podcasting the right-wing grift, you can't just immediately do that and be useful to those people. Yeah. Tim Pool takes Russian money to the surprise of nobody. Roblox. Yeah, Tim Pool's a Russian Tool. Tim Tool is a Russian pool? No. Tim Pool is a Russian tool.
Who's Tim Pool?
He's a right-wing podcaster. I believe he wears a beanie. And he takes Russian money. Not the only one.
Shallow into the gene pool.
Yeah. Yeah. He's from that end of the gene pool where you kind of want to pour chlorine. Nick Fuentes. Oh yeah, yep. Do we know if Nick Fuentes takes money from the Russians, or is he a bit more circumspect than we think? Tim Pool is somehow both abhorrent and bland, and I think it's the blandness that's keeping him from really gaining sort of this larger notoriety. Even though, I mean, he did, you know, he's gotten mentioned on NPR for taking Russian money. Just, he's so bland that even NPR listeners are like, no, I need more spice on my food than that. I wouldn't be surprised, but they're all funded by either Russia and or the Koch brothers, Mercer family media groups. Yeah. Yeah. That tracks. You can't be racist and boring. I mean, you can. It's easy to be racist and boring. It's just they can't make money with it. He's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's surprising that he's racist and boring, because usually saying inflammatory things can make you at least interesting. But I guess we've all heard so much racist crap and sexist crap that it's like, oh look, another white boy in a beanie with a gun in his background talking about how bad black people and women are.
It's the hand sanitizer of racism. Technically inflammatory, but no one cares.
I was about to make a joke about how all them white boys look alike to me anyway. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep this show on the road.
Well, have all the men murder each other, and then have all the women do true crime podcasts about that.
Yeah, exactly. Which is actually a point. One of the problems is so many podcasts are true crime podcasts, and we're running out of crimes. We need more murders. Anybody volunteer?
If all the men murdered each other, women would not be wasting time on a podcast. They'd be outside running at night.
Yeah. Booty shorts.
Coming up, it's Lightning Fill in the Blank, but first it's the game where you have to listen for the rhyme. If you'd like to play on air, call or leave a message at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT.
All right, you guys ready?
That's 1-888-924-8924. You can see us most weeks back at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, or catch us on the road. We'll be in Austin, Texas on June 4th. And if you like our show but wish I would stop asking questions all the time, check out our comedy grab bag stand-up show at the Bell House in Brooklyn, April 24th. Josh Gondelman will be hosting. He'll be joined by our very own Peter Gross and other special guests. Don't miss it. Hi, you're on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, this is Kelly from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wilmington, North Carolina. That's a lovely place. What do you do there?
I work for a commercial bank specializing in small business loans, but my most important role is mom to a beautiful 10-month-old named Sam.
Oh, wow, a 10-month-old. So you are new to this parenthood thing?
I think I'm acing it so far, if I do say so.
Oh, whoa, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're acing it because they can't talk back yet. Well,
just you wait.
Welcome to the show, Kelly. Alzo Slade, filling in for Bill Curtis, is going to read you 3 news-related limericks with the last word or phrase missing from each. If you can fill in that last word or phrase correctly and just 2 of the limericks will be a winner. You ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Here is your first limerick.
On red carpets, I cheekily strut, 'cause the slit on my dress is high cut. It's just a small peek, so it's all very chic. You will catch a side glimpse of my
butt.
Butt.
Yes, very good. According to Vogue, who should know, the new look on runways and red carpets is, quote, showing off your flank, unquote. You can go for a tasteful peek-a-butt look like Heidi Klum did with sheer panels highlighting her side butt. Go full crack like Chappell Roan. Or for the ultimate fashion statement, do what Leonardo DiCaprio did at the Oscars, just fix the drain under the kitchen sink.
In my day, you just ripped your pants.
Yeah. It's about time. It makes sense. I mean, what is a butt crack but your lower cleavage?
You know what? I'm into it.
Really? You're excited about that?
I'm into it, because I want to see a bunch of famous people's butts. If that's what you're going to give me, I'll take it.
You will. You're ready for it.
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
Is there a fancy word for, like, ass cleavage? Because, like, with regular cleavage, there's, like,
décolletage.
An embonpoint.
Yeah.
And balcon. Don't ask me why I know all these.
You know a lot of different...
What was that?
The cat disagreed with that one.
The fancy name for butt cleavage. Asphalt. I see it's cracking you up.
I got nothing to go with it, but that's a good one. Damn.
Again, the cat disagreed with you. You said it, and the cat objected. Not me. The other one objected.
I'm trying to think of more, but I just can't wedge them in there.
Oh, put a plug in it.
No, thank you.
Plumbing the depths, are we?
I'll press and play before I say anything that I shouldn't.
Out of different ways
Well,
to say that.
there should be like a French word, you know what I mean?
Cleavage.
Like, cleavage.
Cleavage, yeah. Yeah, le crack. All right, here is your next limerick.
When my toddler gets bored at home, we go. At the DIY place, we roam 3 rows. He opens all drawers, touches tools, rugs, and more. I am taking my kid to Home
Depot.
Depot, yes, Home Depot. You've heard of Home Depot. That, of course, is the mega store popular with boomer dads and millennial lesbians. Well,
Hey, you would be correct.
there you are. Fact check true. Well, this week, People Magazine proposed it's also a great place to bring your bored toddler. Hear the power tool aisle, kid. Enjoy yourself. I know you love pressing buttons.
I don't know. This is definitely something that I am into.
Going just wandering around Home Depot?
Spending money at Home Depot.
Yeah. Just remember, you can only bring your kids there for fun. If you're actually going there for something you need.
The review
your
mirror.
child will just never get over the trauma of seeing you get that frustrated. It's like, and then Daddy started shouting, "Does anybody work here?"
Do you really want your kid to be that comfortable at Home Depot, you know, because you ask him to do his chores and then he quotes you way over the odds. It takes twice as long as he said he was going to do. Because you know what? We need to rip out the entire wall
Yeah.
for me to do my chores.
I need a new tool for that. No got it. All right, here is your last limerick.
We sell penthouses and IPO stocks. And we love dermatology Brodocs. We don't go out for smokes, but for quick forehead pokes. On our work break, we go get some
Botox.
Yes, Botox. More and more coworkers are getting Botox together between meetings. They're like a little outing. The meeting that they go to after the Botox appointment must be so interesting. I can't tell if the boss liked my proposal. His face is stuck. Sometimes it's a special like office retreat, a bonding exercise. There's even a Botox clinic that doubles as a co-working space. The big question is, how do you propose this to your coworkers without it being an HR violation? Also, how did Kelly do in our quiz?
3 out of 3. Perfect score.
Well done, Kelly. Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for calling and playing.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
All right. And we are almost to the last round.
This message comes from eBay. The worst part about loving cars might just be buying them. Every subscription's for your...
Now, it is time for our final game, Lightning Fill in the Blank. Each of our players will have 60 seconds in which to answer
ready?
as many fill-in-the-blank questions as they can. Each correct answer is worth 2 points. Alzo, can you give us the scores?
Absolutely. Joelle and Shantira are knotted up at 2, with Adam in the lead with 3.
All right, so that means Adam is going last, and to go first, I'll just pick, how about Joelle? Here we go.
Yes!
Here we go, Joelle. You're up first. The clock will start when I begin your first question. Fill in the blank. On Wednesday, a California jury issued a $6 million ruling against social media giant blank.
Instagram.
Meta.
No, I'm going to give it to you. Meta, yeah, they have an Instagram. Okay, I had to think about it. Yes. On Tuesday, the blank raised its maximum enlistment age to 42 years old.
Oh,
Army.
The Army. On Thursday, the White House announced it was pausing strikes on blank until April 6th.
Iran.
Right. On Monday, a crash caused blank airport to shut down operations for almost 24 hours.
LaGuardia, New York City, baby!
I knew that.
Is that correct?
It is correct. I thought maybe you were a little too excited about it, but okay. This week, a truck driver in New York ran into a highway overpass and then immediately blanked.
Peed on himself.
No, he then ran into another one. On Thursday, qualification playoffs for the 2026 FIFA blank began.
World Cup.
Football.
Yeah, World Cup. Very good.
Yes.
This week, police in New York reported that a man robbed 6 banks in 5 days, taking in a total of blank dollars.
$29.99.
No, a little bit more, 605. The man who robbed banks in Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and the Bronx over the course of 5 days, but only managed to leave total with $605. Even worse, that means he's only taking home like $400 after taxes.
You know things are bad when the bank doesn't have any money.
It's true, man. Yeah. Also, how did Joelle do in our quiz?
She did pretty well. She got 5 right for 10 more points, which gives her 12 and the lead.
That's the most I've ever gotten right,
They
Peter.
were from Toronto.
You're getting there.
Okay.
Yes,
the plane was from Toronto.
Shantira, you're up next. Here we go. Fill in the blank. On Wednesday, another plan to reopen.
What was that?
He should have stopped after the third bank. That way it would have only been petty robbery. Under $500.
That's true. We forgot to bring up the plane crash. The plane crash into the gas, or the truck.
Fire truck.
Fire truck. Yeah.
So, all right.
Mm.
We're halfway into a question, so good luck to everybody.
Reopen the Department of Blank failed in Congress.
Homeland Security.
Right. On Tuesday, the House Oversight Committee released video from the closed-door depositions of 2 of Blank's closest associates.
Epstein?
Right. This week, NASA unveiled a
Didn't
proposal
get
to
there.
create a permanent base on the Blank.
The moon?
Right. This week, CNN reported that top director at FEMA says that he once blanked.
Stole all the money.
No, he says he once teleported to a Waffle House.
Oh, I heard that.
I'm going there later, baby.
See that?
It's still a
Someday you're
federal
just in the
bank
mood.
charge.
That's the
True.
one. That's the first time this administration has done anything that I'm down with. Yeah.
According to experts, increased gas prices are leading to a surge in sales for blanks.
Bikes.
No electric vehicles on Wednesday. The first trailer for HBO's new adaptation of the Blanky Potter series was released.
Harry.
Harry Potter.
Yes, Harry Potter. This week, 6'7" Irishman.
6'7".
6'7" Irishman. Don't eat. This week, 6'7" Irishman Neff Jiwa became a top football recruit for American colleges, despite the fact that blank.
He has never played that sport in his life.
That's exactly right. He has never played football. Every college football program in the U.S. is trying.
Rob, $20 from a bank due 20 years. Embezzle $2 million from a bank, get 5 years, released at 2 years, and magically disappear to Southeast Asia without extradition and live happily ever after.
Yeah.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Do what?
I
missed that
Maddie
one.
was pointing out the inconsistency in the sentencing.
No. The
rules.
allegedly in Minecraft.
Oh, that's so that that's so that it doesn't count as giving advice on how to commit a crime.
So it's even more surefire cover CYA than hypothetically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, it really isn't. I mean, they don't. It's not like a judge is going to look at that and go, oh, see, he said allegedly in Minecraft, he couldn't amend it.
Right.
But,
the judge may not, but a lawyer would be able to look at it and say, they were not giving you directions. They were discussing a hypothetical.
And YouTube AI. AI, I think, skips over allegedly, allegedly in Minecraft or in Minecraft or anything. It's sort of like a YouTube AI bug where you can just skip it, sort of counting that as being
YouTube AI
not
has got some
okay.
very weird definitions of what it will pull a stream for.
Right. So it's YouTube speak. It's YouTube speak.
If I had the inclination to show my face on the internet, I would set up a channel specifically to see what I can do and which videos would get pulled down.
It won't last long.
No.
But
No,
yes,
it won't.
I understand the.
Although
the
you would be
intent.
surprised at what won't get pulled. But yeah. All right, back to it.
Yes.
Program in the U.S. is trying to sign Neff Jiwa, a 20-year-old Irish giant who has never played football. Turns out it actually makes sense. Jiwa caught a recruiter's eye while playing rugby, which, if I understand correctly, is a sport that answers the question, what if football, but with punching?
I mean,
what
yes.
if football with little shorts and they touch each other's butts?
Some people have different priorities. All right. Also, how did Shantira do in our quiz?
Shantira also got 5 right for 10 more points, and she's now tied for the lead.
Very good. All right. How many then does Adam Burke need to win?
Adam needs 5 to win.
All right, here we go, Adam. This is for the game Fill in the Blank on Wednesday. The season opener with the New York Yankees featured robot blanks.
Like pitchers. Like machines that fired balls.
No, they're not using pitching machines. They're using robot umpires.
Oh.
This week, OpenAI said they were shutting down Sora, their app that creates AI-generated blanks.
Like girlfriends, boyfriends?
Images.
I was about to say you wish, but I wouldn't say that to you. Videos. On Thursday, the IOC announced a new policy that effectively bans blank athletes from competing in women's events.
Transgender.
Right. This week, the FDA cited the makers of a product called Blank for not disclosing that it contained an erectile dysfunction drug.
Viagra?
The name of the product that secretly included an erectile dysfunction drug was blank.
Was it her chicken nugget store?
No, it was called Boner Bear Honey. On Tuesday, late night host Blank said that he is co-writing the next film in the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Stephen Colbert.
Right. After a 4-year break, K-pop superstars Blank released a new album.
BTS.
Right. This week, a sailor in the French Navy went on a run, posted his results to the app Strava, and accidentally blanked.
Gave up his position.
Started war with Spain.
No, he accidentally gave away the top secret location of the aircraft carrier he was on. Strava is an app where various amateur athletes can post a workout complete with GPS maps of where they did it, and then other athletes can see and like the post, which is how this French sailor accidentally exposed the location of his aircraft carrier. Even worse, he tagged the post with Easy 10K, felt great, here are the nuclear launch codes. Also, did Adam Burke do well enough to win?
Nope. We did pretty bad, actually. He only got 3 right, which gives the championship to Shantira and Joelle.
There you are. In just a minute, we're going to ask our panelists to predict after The Bachelorette what'll be the next series to get canceled at the last minute and why. But first, let me tell you all, Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is a production of NPR and WBEZ Chicago in association with Urgent Haircut Productions. Doug Berman, Benevolent Overlord. Philip Goedeke writes our limericks. BJ Liederman composed our theme. Our program is produced by Jennifer Mills, Miles Dornbos, and Lillian King. Special thanks to Blythe Robertson and Monica Hickey. Peter Gwynn is our spring breaker. Emma Choi is our vibe curator. Technical direction is from Lorna White. Our CFO is Colin Miller. Our production manager is Robert Newhouse. Our senior producer is Ian Shellog. And the executive producer of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is Mr. Mike Danforth. Now, panel, what's the next TV series to get canceled at the last minute? Shantira Jackson.
Euphoria, because the way that the world is right now, we don't want to watch Zendaya be sad.
Adam Burke.
The next season of the kid show Bluey is canceled when the FCC declared that due to equal time rules, there needs to be a show about an angry pit bull called Reddy.
And Joelle Nicole Johnson.
It's a TV show that's been on way too long, and therefore it's run its course, so we cancel it in the United States of America.
And if any of that happens, we'll ask you about it on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you, Alzo Slade. Thanks also to Shantira Jackson, Adam Burke, and Joelle Nicole Johnson. Thanks to the staff and crew here at the Johnny Mercer Theater in Savannah. Special thanks to Emily Hacksaw and everyone at GPB. Thanks to our fabulous audience that came out to see us in Savannah. Thanks to all of you for listening wherever you might be. I'm Peter Sagal. We'll see you next week.
Da 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 da.
This is NPR.
This message comes from Bob.
All right. So, with the scores,
points we are tied, but you technically got more questions correct.
were we on interview that whole time? Oh well. Yeah. Well, that's okay. It's the points that matter. And we are tied for first, and Kat comes in second place with 29. We are tied for first at 32 points. And
none of us have gotten the answer of the universe.
42?
Yes, we were 10 points short.
10 points short. I don't know if there is another 10 points you can get out of that. No, there maybe you can get 42.
We have broken 40. We have broken 40 before.
Okay.
We've done better in the lightning round, and that makes for a good number of points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We and they have done better in the lightning round, meaning there have been more questions on it.
Yeah. Well, all right, everybody. This is
5, 10, 15. So if you get 5 questions from each person, that's 30. Then, the 12 that Trevor went into, that would have been 42 easy.
Okay. And I think they each get like 6 or can get up to 7 questions. 6 to 7 questions. So yes, 42 is possible. It's a near perfect game, though. Also, they can't get 42.
No.
The only reason we can get that many points is because we can get everybody's bonus round questions.
Mm.
We can get everybody's bonus round questions, and we get points whether or not they got
right.
So in rounds where only one of them can get a point, all 3 of us can get a point.
Right. Well, all right. Thanks for sticking around while we work through the rules of our own game. We really didn't come up with much of an idea of a rule set for doing this for ourselves when we started. It was just like, hey, let's do this.
We just thought it rules.
Ow.
Oh my.
And on that note, it is time for us to go. We will be rating out to, I believe, let me check this, DJ Margarita Mel. Birthday girl, DJ Margarita Mel of the Sunday No Pants Raid Train, hosted by my future ex-husband, Lockpick. And yeah. All right, yeah, stick around for the raid. Thank you everyone for being here. Were you guys going to say something?
Goodbye.
Something.
Okay. Something. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Chris in the 386. Thank you, Maddie Holmes, as always, for being so, adding so much to the chat. Thank you. Let me make sure I get people's names right. Ivan Neo, DCI Banks, Head Not Right. Thank you, Sam706, for the raid. Thank you, Lockpick. Oh,
Besides,
thank you, Darth Dragonis. What?
I thought it was Elvin Neo.
Elvin Neo, the new elf. Thank you, Darth Dragonis, and I believe that's everybody in chat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody, for lurking. Any of you lurkers, much love. And now is the time on the show when I say... see, I say it. As they say around here, 2 up, 2 down, VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all.
For your precious seed.